We checked a few schools. Firstly, we went on, obviously, which was the best mainstream school in the first place, which ruled a few out. Then we wanted to know what their Senko units were like. Do they know anything about cochlear implants or deafness? At the time, we were living at Ravenshill Road, and there's a school literally 2 minutes up the road from us. And they were all right. Obviously, it was perfectly close for him, and children around the area would go. But went into the Senko unit to speak to the head, well, she hadn't even heard of a cochlear implant. And it's like, well, we don't want to be teaching you, you need to be teaching James. So it kind of ruled it out. And we were lucky because he could get into Peterbrook School, who have had cochlear implants through the school. They used to have a deaf unit the year before, and they'd started implementing it into the school already. The teachers were very, very supportive of him, and some of the rooms were already set up. The teacher of Senko, she does sign. She's aware of the deafness and the hearing problems, and they already had a few children in school with hearing problems in one way or another. A lot of them are just hearing aids, not cochlear implants. So they had a good knowledge already, so they knew what was accessible and one thing and another, so we were quite happy with that.
And had you thought about those environments in terms of the acoustics?
We did, we went into the schools and looked. Again, I mean, we tried one other school which was a brilliant school, it's one of the top ranking ones, but the rooms were too high ceiling, the rooms were too big. They did say they could cut the rooms up. It's like, well, how often are you going to do that? I know you can do it, but how often and how practical is that for the whole class? Because I know we want the best for him, but we have to also be aware that there's 30 other children in the class that they've got to take into account. Peterbrook seem to have more appropriate classic rooms. Obviously the hall, there's nothing you can do, it's got to be the hall, but they've already got in place over children with radio aids, and they'd already mentioned bringing that in.